this Baltimore crowd, they're all set as their Ravens will match up with the New York Jets. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Time. 50 seconds, run. Exit.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 2nd and 13. Darnold toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. That's going to be caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. And no return on this one. It's a fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Here's Grant. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
This is Grant. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit, thanking him for that much space to rumble.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike, we're going to sign. Red 80. QB drop. Check 26, check 26.
On second down now, Muhammad 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right here, right here.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Jump, 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 jump.
On 2nd down, it's Grant. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is just going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Ready, ready. 3. Combo, combo, combo. Hey, 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 hey. Combo. Watch him. Watch the twist.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Letting one go deep for Roberts. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did it.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case. And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bell And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now on 2nd and 13, Darnold, and he's got it complete to Anderson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
3 butt. Kill.
On first down, Muhammad, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
2 times. 3 down.
Here's Darnold. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Caught here by Griffin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Ficken's kick is good. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Jackson. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson on 3rd and long. He finds Roberts, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, they've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
You must be getting tired of
On 2nd and 15 now. Jackson, they're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Watch the slip.
They go again with Muhammad. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they'll try the air now with Darnold. He's going to look deep down the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. He's going deep for Brown. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 76 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 27-yard line.
Stop your whining. No, lady. Jim.
They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Muhammad. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a give right side. Grant, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Give me that ball, defense. Give it.
Jackson. Hauling it in, Nelson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Corey Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it up.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run with Muhammad, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, he'll have a first down past the 40. And he cuts it back right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Muhammad. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll keep it on the ground. Muhammad, and he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Here's Thomas. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Check 31, check 31. 66, bullet, half. Check, check, check.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Go. That's it. Alert 3. Whip. Watch the whip.
Jackson now. And his throw here's incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Time definitely of the essence now, just under a minute to play, and here we go. And now the Jets are going to get this one, and that might be all she wrote. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option, and now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They'll run on first down. Muhammad. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, Muhammad. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Jets, the win will be their 12th now on the campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just trying not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Miami Dolphins. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This is taken at the 3. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Who's 30? Mark 54. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49. Heat these two. Check 49. Check. No. Double.
This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Got some room at the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Watch 54.
On second and 12, Roethlisberger. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
A gain of 19 yards.
It all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Mixon with a first down carry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And
he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Joe Mixon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Man, that's trash. Shoot.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
That's good.
a good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. That reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And Josh Hill has it. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically, but a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 48-yard line.
Ready. 8, read. You remember read? Yes.
On second down, it's Pollard. A beautiful fake. And he's got some space here. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. So down inside the 5-yard line. I have to say, really just a poor job defensively there.
You're exactly right. As a former defensive back, that was not played well at all. But give credit to the offense and give credit to the guy running the football. He gets it down all the way inside the 5.
Now here's Pollard, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Greatestkingai3. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Try to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
Go! Get it!
Now Jones. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter.
Let's get this. Josh Lambo on for the field goal.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of fuel?
And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Go! Smith!
Jones now throwing again. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Bound to lose one.
Bang, bang. Leo. Check 43. Fire.
On first and 10, Jones. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Alpha. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. He's crashing. Ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Brings up third down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hey, team 6. Check 6 guys.
Here's Jones operating from the gun. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Check.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That's complete to Cobb. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Check, Nicholas. 66. Check. Lucky. Kill. King. Watch the ship. Watch it.
Now Joe Mixon. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Back.
Mixon. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. But he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And the lead is up to 5. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Pollard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, Pollard. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Look at me. Door. Check 99. Hatchet. Gone. Watch out. Hey, Sam on.
Now Jones to throw on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
You're looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly...
It got his man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Fuller with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal. Give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this, you better have supreme trust in your quarterback.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Rashawn Gary. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. A pretty good effort there, 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike's 50. Yep. 50. He can't hang. He's not going to get. Hey, lock it. Short out. Deuce. 5.
Throwing Jones. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Ready?
Jones from the gun. He'll throw. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Yo.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jones. Campbell making the catch. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Harris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season as they have taken the lead. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
64, weak. Hey, Delta.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Greatestkingai3. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He finds his target, Fuller.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. On first down, Mixon, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
On 2nd and 9, Roethlisberger going up top. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Roethlisberger. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Check, crunch, X3, 218, chopper. Show it up. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey! You don't want to, hey, you don't want to see me. Let's go.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lawrence Guy. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's coming. We got double up. Five. Check. Jim. Now.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Yeah. Get it.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Again, it's Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. A big play there for Philly. 48 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
3 bud. Shift. Watch the shift. Watch twist. Watch twist. Hey, watch it. Easy. You got tight. Watch it.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch the whip. Check there. Go. Leo. No. Check hot route.
Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. He's going to rifle one deep left. He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
49, check 49. Ready.
And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go. Hey, exit. Hustle.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jones. Throw caught here by Bird. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, Charlie.
Back to throw. Jones. Open man is Ross, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Jones heading up here 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Go. Check. Yep.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 6 there on the first down play. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they got on that play.
Orbit.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get
Bravo.
Right here, guys. Fight 51.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Looking to throw. Jones. He's airing it out for Williams. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Greatestkingai3. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Mixon. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now spin.
Check 15.
On 2nd down, Johnson. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. He hits more. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
A gain of 19 yards. And an Eagles first down.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Kill. Hey,
On third down, Mixon. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep.
Check 43. Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And running with power here. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Jones to throw again. Jones hit and the ball's out. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.